Alright, yo, what it do? We back. Why am I not playing 2K? 2K is bad, so I didn't give up on the game. That's not me personally. I feel like I'm bad at the game. I just don't feel like playing it anymore, man. Part of that reason is just like a lot of these games, man. It's just like, and a lot of stuff to me now, it's just not even really worth the money and the time. Like if you think about going to the movies. Like I saw the Eternals movie. You can save money by just not seeing it. That's just my review, and it's not about that scene and stuff like that. The movie just doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense at all. That's just my assessment, and I keep it honest. Like it don't make any sense, but that's the point. And then the movie at that, man, boy. The movie is just way too expensive, like $15. Like, bro, I know people talking about matinee $11, but that's still too expensive. And then you count in the popcorn and the drink, everything is just gone through the roof. But that's the point, man. But, I'm all for it. That's what we doing now. I think 2K is just terrible. I can't just sit up here and be, not say it. The game's terrible. I've been saying it since the launch. The server issues, this, that, and the third. But also, all these quests, they said to keep the game fresh. The game is not fresh. Anytime you have a gameplay issue, and the left-right is being as astronomical as it is, and they're not doing anything to fix that, no, that just takes you to another place. Like, in my opinion, 2K has just gotten to a point where they're basically peeing on people and telling people it's raining. That's just my whole thing with it. Here, take our crap. We're gonna release a subpar product. And it is what it is. I'm not buying next 2K. Hell, I don't even know if I'm even buying a new Call of Duty. Like I said, I'm gonna keep that money in my pocket. I don't. There's just no way. The only game I can say in 90% confident I know I'm getting is the Elden Ring game. That game looks good. Anything else is probably going to be on sale, but Elden Ring, I do not mind spending, whatever the amount of money is for it. What, $70 to that $100 edition? Yeah, that seems like a great addition. Like, you're a fan of the Souls games, and it's made by the people of the Souls game, so I expect it to be pretty decent. Anything else, I really can't say. That's for one. Two, for me, personal with games and stuff like that, you're not getting that much from it. Like, I'm being brutally honest. Like I said, not Overwatch, but what's that game? My God, it'll come back to me. That game was terrible. It came out in March. I beat the game Yagic, that boss, the alien boss. I was playing it. Outsiders or whatever it's called. Outriders, there we go. That game was terrible, dude. I know it started with I just had to think about it real quick. I'm a little bit tired from today. I'm trying to unpack a lot of stuff. I got a little bit of work to do. Got this little 2-page paper to do for I'm gonna get started on it. I'll get started on Thursday. Because it gotta be due. I have more than enough time to do it. I just, I realized that this week I'm done with school. Like, for good. I will have done more than enough. Uh, I think school, in my honest opinion, or college, is that and the third. It is what it is. Um, I see him. Start shooting. Let's see. I know this buffoon is here, but I know he's in. I'm leaving behind. I heard that the zombies and stuff is god awful on Cold War. The multiplayer is god awful. It's just basically altogether bad. A lot of stuff I realize is making a lot of money just because we're in a pandemic. And I know people talking about the resources. They had a number or limited resources or limited amount of time for something that's complete. S show, or I'm just cleaning it up. They try to make with what little they have, but still, I'd rather something not even exists than to get someone a terrible product. Too. I'm thinking about some other stuff. I realized he spent like a lot of money on games. This, that, and the third, like $70 and stuff like that. It's okay. $70 could be going like that, but like me, no. I'm just seeing where a few things are at. For me, how would I put it? Is investing good. Investing is good and bad, in my opinion. I haven't lost any money with investing. I'm being truthful. The majority of my investments haven't doubled my money. My best investment, I did 15x my investment. At one point, I had 20x, 25x my investment. Again, stuff is a long-term investment, and again, don't get emotionally connected to like whatever it is. If something is life-changing money, I would say it's depend. If you already got a house and stuff like that, the smart thing to do is probably take 10% of it. Like, you got stuff you already want to pay off your house, go ahead and do that. I'm not going to tell anybody not to do that, but you just definitely can't get like emotionally attached. And then you got to think about how much stuff you have to get set up in place. Like, you got to deal with a CPA, and a CPA might take I don't know. I got third party hard. I was in a bad spot. So let me also put something in perspective though. He was talking about the rebirth to keep the game fresh. I might get on 2K one of these days, but I'm not in any type of attached to play the game. I got no reason really to play it. The game is terrible. And that goes without saying. You got people complaining about the game, how they ain't getting no logo. This, that, and the third. Should they get a logo? Yeah, but I mean, me personally, I don't look for, the thing with me, in the same time and token, like, it is what it is. The game is terrible. The validation in the logo, the validation about playing the game. Me, the game could be gone tomorrow and don't make any difference. The game was terrible. And one thing I agree with someone said that people should be thankful they had people watch them, like, that people are actually supporting them, like, they wish, like, instead of looking at something and be like, oh, people not really feeling the game. 10,000 views. This person has like what, 200,000 subscribers. At least humble enough to say something that actually made a lot of sense, and that was good. Someone say you have 5 subscribers or something like that. You got 5 viewers. Someone look at it. That's a very like someone bragging. The 5 subscribers and stuff like that. At least you have 5 people dedicated. To watching your stuff. To me, that's good. Like, if someone asks you, I think this channel will blow up. I mean, I really don't care for it to. I mean, it is what it is. I'm thankful for the 300 and so people that I got, watching streams and stuff like that. Well, people I have on my channel, whether or not this video gets like 9 views, 9 views is still good in my opinion. This, that, and the third. But, I feel like gone is the days of, like, real stuff. Everybody, the thing I'll be laughing at, well, not necessarily laughing at, is that, the person that I like the most on YouTube, and they make too much sense that people don't like them, is Spencer or Cornelia. His stuff is funny. But he lays out the facts, like, people call themselves gurus and scamming people. And then he made a valuable point, so talking about he's been a hater. And I agree with what Spencer Cornelius said, about the material goods, like, another thing I'm still thinking about in terms too is just like, let me think more. It's about the overall landscape of business. Like, I don't know. Like, if I'm not really feeling my job in I might give it a few more, maybe the New Year's, and I'm leaving the job, or even before then, because like I've been in this place a year. They're doing crazy stuff. Like, they'll just put me on a schedule and stuff like that. Drop everything. People there are not even doing their jobs. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I wouldn't say if it weren't true. That's the type of person I am. I don't want to say something if it weren't true. Like, everybody's job is not, for the most part, doing their job. Like, most everybody is gone from their job. I hate that that thing constantly does that. But yeah, that's not the point. Now too, um, back when I was saying about the job, like I'm not gonna bust anybody's chops, nothing like that. But I don't say stuff that is not true. Especially like talking about stuff, you know, it won't true. Like I don't believe in talking about people like in a traditional sense. Like you feel me? Like there's people that I don't like, but someone probably say it's crazy. There's people that yeah, I'm not for everybody. That's just a fact. This, that, and third, but I don't bother anybody. I just keep on going about my business. But that's the point, man. Oh, this gun sounds terrible. This is a bootleg 1911 with a horrible. It sounds like one of them cheap guns, rusty guns from Save the World. Speaking of Save the World is terrible. Like I beat it. I remember when I did the Twine Storm Shield Defense stuff like that. I probably need to watch that again because man, those are some good times, man. Like when the pandemic first started, this, that, and the third, I was on my Save the World grind, man. You couldn't tell me jack. Like March 2020, man. That's when the game was still kind of good and relatively fresh, but like anything of value or before, like I still have maxed out Save the World, Nocturno. We should just give people just V-Bucks. Yes, I get V-Bucks every day. Like I get 150. Like right now, I got about 2,000 V-Bucks. I'm with the Fortnite crew member pack. Sorry to get like 1,500. This and the third, I'll log in. I haven't touched my game in like 3 days. I really haven't been in the mood and the right headspace in a sense to, and I gotta go to work. Man, a lot of stuff is coming full circle in terms of like ending, like school, this and the third. So it's one of those things you really can't gauge. But besides the point, in my opinion, you really can't do that, but so much. pisses me off. Like, here I am in a fight. Alright. You see, we just collecting the V-Bucks. So I really came for is the V-Bucks. Let me put something in perspective. Like, people talking about video games and this, that, and the third, you know. It's crazy. You know, another thing too, I just realized something I need to tell y'all. Like, especially like when it comes down in terms to investing, some stuff is, you know, you obviously need to look at the stuff every day if possible. Don't try to get like consumed with it. You know, if you're not used to dips or this, that, and the third, crypto or stocks are not for you. It's not. What are some ways that you can kind of minimize, like, you know, risk? There's almost no surefire way you can minimize the risk. And I know that sounds crazy, but unless you get to ETFs or stuff like that, those typically have a minimized risk, but it's on limited quantities, like $300, $500. But if you don't know what you're doing, Robinhood really doesn't give you an idea of how to trade. Like, I remember when that person, they were not even really down money. They committed suicide because they saw that number that was down like negative, $1 million, $1.5 million or something like that. You know, that's bad, and suicide too. That's just bad in itself. Like, you know, going through a hard time, this, that, and the third. You just need to, I don't know how to explain it to anybody, but really kind of have to assess, like, stuff and be in a good headspace. Like, you know, if you're going through a tough, like I guess, a mental time, not anything crazy, like, you know, like you need to like go outside or something like that, play basketball, get your mind on it right, or something like that, where you just need to focus, or like just do something that make you good, like feel good. Like if playing 2K make you feel good, hey, do it, but you know, just let me go time on it. Like 2K, I don't know. I can't fathom playing 2K. That's just my whole thing. Someone said I'm crapping on 2K or this, that, and the third. 2K, it's like someone getting robbed or something like that, and knowing who the robber is and expecting to get the money back. Like someone's robbing you blind, and you're expecting to get a fraction, just something as like simple as, you know, how much ever money you expect to get back, even if it's a smaller quantity. The price of 2K is just highway robbery. Like, you know, that if I make a build, it's final in terms of like, you know, they're not getting no more money, and I'm 100% sticking to what I say. You know, like 2K, in my honest opinion, their business model is pretty good. It is pretty good. You think about what they did, it's a copy and paste of last year, but you have quests. You have all this season content. You have basically Fortnite Battle Pass. But how much time are you? Yeah, they're pretty much making money. Anytime you log in, they're making money. I can tell you that now. They have algorithms and stuff inside the game that incentivize you to spend money. Like the more you spend, the better in a sense. Like if you, like I don't know, 2K20 they used to do that to me all the time. I used to spend, I said at least a decent amount of money, but then I stopped, you know, buying VC and stuff like that. But 2K20, I can honestly say you need to buy VC. I know that sounds crazy, but I got my dudes like a 76 or whatnot. This year I didn't have enough VC. I got my dudes like an 84 and I got them up to 99. But I will never buy another 2K product again. I know it sounds like what you call, I wasn't even that keen on getting it, but yeah, man. Unless I can see if 2K addresses that left-right stuff, man. It's not, I don't want to get on the game and feel like there's no depth to me playing the game. Like, there's no means to an end. Because playing someone who left-right, stuff like that, people just stripping, they're just spamming. And people are getting rewarded for no defense at all, and they're just pressing square. I have a problem with it. And the thing is over dribbling. And they took Derrick Rose out of the game. They can change everything as minute as like let me put it this way. As something stupid like a jump shot. They can go fix that, but they can't fix left right. That's why I draw the line at. Left right is not even a play style, really, in my opinion. It's not even a play style. Call me crazy. This is not a play style. That's not comp. That's ass, man. Someone probably say I'm not that good at the game, but I never claimed to be good. I'm playing basketball. I just stated this multiple times. And majority of the times, I done beat people with 92 win percent. But at the end of the day, or 80, 86, 80, win percent doesn't matter. Yes and no. Like, if I'm facing people, I don't know why the matchmaking is just terrible. Wreck, 1v1, 3v3, you get put up with played, like you get matched up, people are terrible. Terrible teammates, terrible people at rec, terrible people all around. Not playing any basketball, don't have any defense. People getting triple teamed, or people they're doing the same stuff, they're running into people, this, that, and the third. It's just bad. getting stripped. They know that 3 people are already on them, and they still going up over 3 people. Person's doo-doo. Person's booty. Doing all that. I'm realizing too that a lot of stuff when you start to get older, this, that, and the third, a lot of stuff you try to hold on, it's not the same. Like 2K, it almost makes no sense in a way that the precipice of their existence is almost a decade ago, or half a decade ago. They made subpar or less than average video games at best. Since, whatever the latest edition or previous edition of this, that, and the third was. And really can't expect anything more or anything less of 2K than to release a subpar product. I hit the nail on the head. Like, the best 2K gameplay wise was 2K16. 17, people might argue that 17 was fun. I dabbled in 17 a little bit, but 17 was bad. I wouldn't say if it wasn't true. There were some aspects about that they changed. Now, 2K18, that game was terrible, but at least you could do what actually your build things you could do, like playmaking, sharpshooting, or sharpshooting playmaker. You could dribble and you could shoot. Oh, man. No, I'm still thinking about school or, some stuff. People talking about this the last time you see some people. Yeah, for the most part it is. That can be a good and a bad thing. Because, I'm being dead serious. There's been a whole lot of people like from my class, or maybe 3 to 4 years, they're dead. It could just be all something as simple as, they get in a car accident or something. Or, maybe they done drugs or something like that. Or overdose or something like that. It could be crazy. It don't have to be anything, that, how can I put it this way? Maybe something just ordinary or just out the ordinary. You didn't see coming. Like someone, they just, going down a popular street, looked both ways, an intersection, and got hit. It's as crazy as that. Always kind of, look, 3 to 4 times. I know at my job, that's what I got to do. It's look 3 to 4 times, so that make a lot of sense. My job is get cards. In less than a week, I have a college degree, pretty much. I'm done with school. I would have got my degree. Damn. I realized I had to do something. Well, I can wake up in the morning and do it, but I don't want to be complacent. I can just do it in the morning, because it's not anything that major, because the person want me to just type introduction. They don't have that on the paper, though. That's the thing that kills me. I'm gonna at least do it. Then I gotta type this paper before I go into type at least part of this thing before I go to work. What's some other things I'm thinking about too? I don't know. It's like a lot of stuff you order online, or it's not as advertised. I think a lot of stuff, in my opinion, it definitely shouldn't come out or even be out in a sense. Now, another thing that I'm still thinking about is just about, money. A lot of jobs and stuff, they're trying to pimp people. I don't even know if I even 100% got a raise. I don't think I did. I actually be surprised, but my pay's pretty much been the same. I've been at this place a year. I mean, I don't even have to be there because I got a little bit more opportunities. 'Cause I have a business degree, this, that, and the third. I'm hoping, my investments and stuff pay off. Um, I think in a sense they have, but we're just gonna see. Bitcoin hit like $68,000 and like 320. That's what I saw, and now it's kind of leveled off, but it's still in that $67,000 range. Higher 66 to like 67, lower 67 or 67.4. That's pretty good. I don't think Bitcoin is going to reach $100,000. It's going to do some sideways trading. I don't really own Bitcoin. I got other crypto. Wow. That's so annoying, but it is what it is. I shouldn't have done that, but he did. That boy did. That boy did. I don't feel like nobody can give an honest. NBA 2K22 is trash. I'm done playing 2K. Worst 2K ever. It's up there. It's up there. NBA 2K22 is 2K21 Junior. Terrible. Like, there should be almost no reason why someone's using Derrick Rose or you can't guard it. Yeah. There should be no way that you are able to change directions. And it's an unfair advantage. You know how much sense that makes? It makes zero sense. But again, it's one of those things they're not going to fix it. I really don't want to hit Legend. I don't care about hitting Legend. I'm not buying the next copy of 2K. Don't care about it. That there's $200 saved between Call of Duty and it just don't hit the same. Like, if I could have told my 13, 14-year-old self, like, we're not even 14, it'd be like 15. 14, 15-year-old self that Call of Duty would have been trash. And, 7 years time, how long would it take for 2K to be trash? I would actually be surprised. I would actually be surprised that both of them are bad. Both the gameplay mechanics and everything about it. The sound system, like a Call of Duty where Ninja Dead Silence is broken. None of the mechanics work. It's just terrible. You don't have game testers. You got stuff in the game. And then you have people trying to show the game. The game's not good. And when you have a certain thing to a certain point where everybody's saying the same thing, that's groupthink. And groupthink is actually pretty bad. People are swaying, the thing. I'm not like that. There's like 99% of people believe something. I'm the 1% that's different and say no. God, to me, I think logically about everything. Like, I'm still thinking about it. Like, my college stuff like that, I haven't done no half behind stuff. I know that could probably be up for debate, but no. Like, I've never failed a class, been arrested, failing, never been held back a grade, this, that, and the third. People can't say that in college. My whole academic career, there was no real. I may have maybe a few of like okay or bad semesters, but the bad semester, I never been on academic probation. That's not so people can say that because academic probation, they're giving people a chance to get right or else get kicked out of school. But I'm still thinking about school in a sense that if you're studying business and finance, you should know that the time value of money is very a valuable asset. It's just a piece of paper, but you need money and stuff to live. But at the same time, money comes at a cost. Everything comes at a cost. You think about it. Like someone might say, "What's this? What these two cigarettes or what that black amount going to do, or what that blunt? Put that blunt down." Talking about blunts and weed. See, the thing about me, as I state facts, I'm not going to give you no bull like that blunt and stuff. Like people say they're going to quit or people don't think it's bad, but I mean, 6 years to go by, and, someone's not doing really much of anything. Really, I hate to put it like that, or just being complacent. Like something that could take probably like 3 years, 6 years. And not even mention too, some people that didn't got like straight up, they lost everything in terms of what they had. Come think about like someone come to class, smelling like weed or something like that. This, second, the third, light up or whatnot, and come to class that look bad. And then too, they done got people kicked out of school. God swear to you, like at my school, there's someone. I'm not gonna put all the details, but yeah, it definitely had someone that smelled like weed one time, and then the people they called security, and then they had like chief of police. They went back to this person's room and found like weed. They found baggies. They found what's they find? My professor said, and it was in their last semester. They found we can just say drug paraphernalia. They found a scale and stuff like that. That's just stupid. Like that's just stupid. And college and stuff like that is a dry campus. They don't promote alcohol, this, that, and the third. Now homecoming, that's a different story. What people out there doing. Yeah. Some people you just gotta choose whether or not you're gonna partake in that type of stuff. Homecoming, oh man. I was there for the food, not have anything to drink, because homecoming can get kind of wild. People, they go out to excursions, people getting shot up. That's absolutely crazy. I remember my professor said she was having a thing. Well, she wasn't having a thing. She went to this place that was beside something, and this place is like notoriously, in a sense, bad in a way. I'm not gonna say 100% bad, but it does have I wouldn't say a bad rap. The place is just, it's not necessarily in a bad area. It's just the people that come in there. It's bad. So they had someone who got like murdered. It was an active crime scene, and she had like this the place, they had an event. It was right there, and the people, the detectives and stuff, they had to clean everything, get the person's body out. They put in a body bag, this, that, and the third. I was like, wow. This wasn't on campus. This was like, someone having that, an event, a spot. I'm like, yeah. Gone is the days of certain stuff. Like, Now I'm just still thinking about it. Just other stuff. Bottles of bright purple. Wow, this guy should have been dead. The moment that I saw him, he should have been dead. I cracked him. He should have been dead. I got a few more games left in me. I don't want to be at this that long, but I'm gonna get to the point. I also think about people talking about LA. LA and stuff like that. It's okay to visit, but LA, nah. I would never live there or consider doing anything like business wise. LA is just too expensive, man. And part of that reason is because you got people buying into. I could say there's a lot of opportunities, but opportunities anywhere that you decide to fit. The only thing is resources and the ability to have people see a vision. But that's just my opinion. Like there's plenty of places like I don't know. They can have places that have been like profit centers. I don't know, like 70s, 80s, or 90s, where they had like factories and stuff like that, or places that there's places all around like I don't know the country where they have places that are big. Well, not necessarily big, but like a company is there in it basically employs over half the town. Like it's the big thing, people have a job. Like one of those things, but what happens when that company leaves or something like that, or it consolidates into one? Not gonna have that many choices, options, selection, what you want. I'm also thinking about someone saying that a place is ghetto, this, that, and the third. I'm laughing. I'm also thinking about, people talking about, jobs. Yeah, people quit. I'm just still thinking about work. I might be gone soon. My job got a stipulation where like you leave, you can't go back 6 months. I'm not trying to join back up in there. I can tell you that. So like if you transferred out of a place and you try to go back to the original spot, you can't come back for 6 months. But let's go back to LA and stuff like that. LA's got too much going on. People get shot in broad daylight. Cost of living, crime, this, that, and crime is everywhere. I wouldn't want to live in a crime written place, obviously. And then, just certain stuff, man. I'm just still thinking about it. As someone that's living in a crime written place and stuff like that, my thing, how I would think is that, yeah, maybe you want to have some bulletproof clothes or something like that. I don't know. Someone said, why would the average person need bulletproof clothes? Hey, man. Or bulletproof vest. Hey, man, you don't know. I always expect the unexpected. And I know people are talking about, all these shooting, these rappers getting shot in, like, broad daylight, this, that, and the third. I was just thinking about it. I feel like the pandemic or this, that, and the third. Like, I mean, what do you have to beef about? I know that sounds crazy. People gonna be beef as always, whether or not we in a pandemic, this, that, or not. Like people getting on fights and blowing planes, this, that, and not. I think it's just the lawlessness. People just being riled up. Like I don't like. Let's say, for instance, like the Travis Scott concert. What are we talking about that? That's here recent. They had a person going and stabbing people with needles. I want to know, who that person was, and they had any. That's why I don't like the overbuilding. That's a big piss off, in my opinion. And once I start seeing that, that's where I kind of draw the line. I don't want to play the game. Like Fortnite and 2K are like almost coming to the point where it's just like really ain't no point of even playing it because it's at its peak. Game peaked so high and it's gone so low. I'm gonna leave this. I don't care. What are some other things I'm thinking about in terms of like stuff? I don't know. Like, let's think about some other stuff. Like, what are some centers in a bad, well, not necessarily a bad area that shouldn't be profit centers? Let's see. Well, they are highly profitable, but highly in a chance that it closes at a certain time. Let's say liquor stores, for instance. Like liquor stores in LA. Liquor stores are exactly you see them in all the hood California classics. It's got liquor store in them, but you risk the chance of getting shot. I put it there. That's not a cap. Like someone will probably ask me. Like I remember someone asked me in high school, would I ever go to Compton? No. That's just the same way you wouldn't go to a place where your chance of getting kidnapped are high, this, that, and the third. So that's the same way I view, places that are already notorious for certain stuff. That's just not a good idea. Like, let's say too, when you travel, this, that, and the third, you need to have, just a keen sense of awareness, be aware of your surroundings, but you also need to be in, check your itinerary and be sure, you're not going to a conflict zone or, know the geopolitics of an area. That's just a smart, idea. That's like someone going to, the Middle East during the Arab Spring. I know in my school they used to have this thing where people would go to Egypt within that same time frame, 2009, but Arab Spring was 2011. That's kind of when our stuff came to a conclusion, 2011, because it would be sending people 2010 was the last year that my school really had the thing. Then that's when we started moving forward with the China thing. They're not doing it no more because of COVID. This, that, and the third, but that's not the point. You don't go to places that are conflict zones. That's just not smart. That's just a rule of thumb. Key and critical stuff is bad. The State Department can't do anything for able to unassist because either the relationship's so strained. Let's say someone does something. Let's say someone had weed or hashish or something like that, and they want to go into Iran, they get arrested or something like that. Then you hear a story on the news how someone's a computer programmer, they use drugs or something like that. Okay, this is not America and stuff like that. This is a whole another place. And, tolerance and drugs and other stuff. People can say what they want to say about the United States, but other places, they seriously will kill somebody for having a small amount of drugs or something like that. This, that, and the third. Drugs, alcohol, this, that, and the third. So, and the State Department, they can't do nothing for people. I hate to put it that way, but the majority of the time, that's absolutely the case. They don't have any resources. I know the thing is, when you travel somewhere, they have a thing talking about what to do or something like that, the consulate or something like that. The people get to you. This, that, and the third. Me, I wouldn't do anything that I wouldn't do at home, get alone. I don't do, drugs, excessive drinking, nothing like that, drinking. So, that's just, you definitely want to be in your right mind and element and be on your kind of best behavior at all times when you travel. Is it, stuff and go very south real quick. But that's like someone saying, being in an environment where, I don't know, people of severity or something like that, they don't realize people's stuff is dead. Like the Travis Scott thing. I would never even gone. I don't like being around that many people as it is already, for one. That's just a fun fact about me. And then two, 50,000, we're in a whole pandemic. I guess people have gotten away from the thought that we're in a pandemic, and they're not really thinking about it. To me, that's something I'm constantly thinking about. Not getting sick, this, that, and the third. I've been vaccinated. In a day, I was listening with my dad, talk show, radio, or something like that, about the vaccines. Talking about they want to get their kids vaccinated. To me, or they don't believe there's not enough information. I don't subscribe to foolishness. this, that, third. I'm gonna keep it straightforward, this, that, and the third. I'm not an anti-vaxxer, I'm not an anti-masker, stuff like that. If someone is, an anti-masker saying stupid stuff, this, that, and the third, I'm just let them be. Everybody thinks something bad can't happen until it's them, and then they want the support and sympathy, this, that, and the third. It is what it is. I've come to an understanding that, you can't, people, they're going to do what they do. I'm fair and impartial, I take into account a lot of stuff. I have something for you. You laugh. That dude's doing way too much. This also pisses me off. We gotta do all that. I'll put one more. I'm getting off, man. I probably could have won that, but man, I just was thinking about some other stuff too. My tolerance for bold anything is at an all-time low. Let me leave and come back. I had to send my sister something. I'm still thinking about someone said what's my favorite thing to do. I mean travel. I got some ideas where I want to go. And see with my two eyes. I looked at the amount of time that I spend in the plane. I feel like the time is all relative. Some stuff, I feel like if I want to do something, I'll probably have to break it up. I'll probably have to. I was thinking about a place, but now what I realize I'll have to do, I'll have to have points to kind of regain this, that, and the third. Like if I was gonna, well, I'm still thinking about like to a certain extent. One of my places I want to go and see in my lifetime is Bora Bora or Fiji. Well, I'll probably do both. But most definitely want to go to Bora Bora. Bora Bora is like 20 hours. But it's like, it's technically 12 hours in the layover and stuff like that. I think it's like 16 hours. There's just no way. Bora Bora is in the doggone Pacific, so that's pretty far away. And then the official language is French. Luckily, I speak a decent amount of French, so I don't feel like I have issues. What are some other components and stuff that I think about in terms of this, that, and third? Deep sea fishing. Another thing too. I'm still thinking about people talking about, Travis Scott concert. Got him. I'm killing me. Hope you guys enjoy the stream, man. I can't do with this game right now. So, hope you guys enjoy, man.